Bueno. Bonjour. Make sure the stream's going good. We live, baby. We out here. We out here. So, dude, I was gonna do this yesterday, but I didn't. Because like it was kind of like at a weird time of the day where I had stuff going on, and I was like, "Frick, I can't like sit down and like just talk about it." But it gave me time to like make some. I made some graphics and stuff. I want to talk about the trade. Okay, let's just go, bro. Right here, okay. Right here, we got the deal. I'm still figuring out the stream setup. Let me do this. Nope, that's not it. That's the wrong one. This is mad awkward, guys. There we go. Nice. Okay, here we go. Trade. Damian Lillard's on the Milwaukee Bucks. Okay, that's insane. Okay. Um. Yeah. Portland Trailblazers traded lead guard Damian Lillard to play against Giannis Antetokounmpo. So, in and of itself, that's a huge thing. That's a ginormous deal. Um. Great way to get Dame out of Portland. Good place to go. Good way for the Bucks to keep their franchise alive for the next 20 years potentially. That's assuming that like they play for another close to 10 years. Giannis is there, then that allows them to bring other people in, stuff like that. Like, so good job. Um, I'll talk about later about why I think they're not the best duo yet because I'm not gonna get crazy. This isn't even a hot take. This is actually a very good trade in terms of like everyone's on the same page of kind of where they're at now. Instead of being like, oh my gosh, Kevin Durant's on the Suns, Kyrie on the Mavericks, bro, it's crazy. Like this isn't one of those trades where it was crazy, but not like insane, where there's a lot of speculation like, oh, they're the best. I haven't heard a lot of that yet about like, oh, the Bucks could be easy title contenders. Not yet. Doesn't mean that wasn't a good trade. It was a phenomenal trade. We'll get into that later, but Portland, interesting. They're really kind of going into their rebuild phase. Drew Holiday, John Drayton, Tamani Kamara, and a bunch of picks. And then they also gave a Nurkic, Grayson Allen, Nazir Little, and Keon Johnson. So kind of kept their youth and got some more youth. They got Shaden Sharp. They got Anthony Simon still, which is going to be good. They got Scoot. Now they got DeAndre Ayton. And Kamara's a pretty good player. I saw him play in Summer League. He was pretty good. And they're just going to rock with that. I didn't mention Drew Holiday because I think they're going to trade Drew. I think they're going to get him out and get some more assets for him because him alone is a good pickup for any team as of right now. Um, but I really think that was a good trade for both sides. And then obviously the Suns got Nurkic, Allen, Nasir Little, and Keon Johnson. They kind of just peeked their head in. I thought it was kind of interesting. They just were like, "Oh, we can get Ayton out of here, like real quick. Let's go." So I thought it was a good trade from everybody. Um, this is after a while of Dame he's been requesting a trade for a minute. He's wanted to get out once again. Um, good way to make a deal. I think that was good. Both sides won there. I think both sides definitely won. Dame wanted out, and Giannis wanted someone to play with. So I'm not saying that Drew Holiday didn't do it. They literally won a championship together, but like Damian Lillard is an upgrade and a downgrade in many ways because Drew Holiday's defense was so good. Let's hop right into it. Let's do this. Ready for this? Title of the stream: Dame and Giannis aren't the best duo in the NBA. And here's my list of five. Okay, let me get out of here. Here's my list of the five players that are. Oh, that's not how you do that. Atta boy, Jake. Technology. Let's freaking go. Okay, there are my five best duos in the NBA. Let's talk about it. Okay, so Jokic Murray. Should we start at the bottom? Let's start at the bottom real quick. Kawhi and PG. Always a threat if healthy, but they're not healthy. And so, okay, let me backtrack. Let's start back with who's not on the list. Kevin Durant, Bradley Beal, Kevin Durant, Devin Booker, um, and Luca and Kyrie. And there's some other people there too. For the Suns, it's a trio, not a duo. I didn't know who to put in where, and I didn't feel like it was actually going to be a real duo. So the sole reason they're not on here is because they're a trio. They're all three of them are so good. I couldn't just pick the two best because they're gonna work all three together so well. Kyrie and Luca, they haven't done anything so far. Kawhi and PG have done a little bit. They've done the least out of everybody on this list. Obviously, Dame and Giannis aren't even teammates. Yeah, I mean they're teammates right now, but they haven't played yet. They haven't accomplished anything together. But what they've done in the respective spheres is better than these guys. So, um, I'll say this for right now: Kawhi and PG always a threat. I'm a Clippers fan, obviously. Oh, I'm wearing an AI shirt, not my Cavs shirt, my Clippers shirt. Um, so obviously maybe a little bias here, but honestly not. Both ways. I don't think this is crazy to take to say Kawhi and PG are the best, the fifth best in the league. Uh, I was writing this and I put Kawhi and PG down at 4 instead of LeBron and AD. And I'm going strictly off accomplishments here because if you're talking about just talent and like, oh, all time just talent, these lists are a lot. This list is a lot different, right? Kawhi and PG are a lot higher than maybe Tatum and Brown because I think those guys are better all time, right? Um, but LeBron and AD, off of accomplishments, they made the Western Conference Finals last year, especially when they weren't supposed to. Straight up, they were not supposed to do that. Overachieved and then won a ring the past 3, 4 years. Okay, Kawhi and PG have made one Western Conference Final, and then that's it. So, based off accomplishments with the duo and mixing in their talent level, I put LeBron and AD over them, just because LeBron and AD, AD is in the same boat as Kawhi and PG, obviously, because he's not healthy all the time. But when he is, bruh, like LeBron's steady. You get AD a really good game from AD and a steady game from LeBron. That's a finals team by themselves. So, um, moving up above that, Tatum and Brown. That's the definition of a duo right now. They've been together for so long, um, and they play so well together. They've grown up together, and so they've made the finals together. They've done well. I'm a little shaky on the Celtics this year, just because I think they're a very experimental team. That's the word I use. Bringing in Porzingis was really interesting. Not it was the adding of Porzingis and getting rid of Marcus Smart. That was the interesting part because that's you just the Celtics' identity was Marcus Smart and these guys. You get rid of him and you bring in a new guy, and the Celtics don't really do that. They keep their core and then they bring in the role players to kind of fit like glue guys like Al Horford, Marcus Smart, Derek White, Brogdon. You just Porzingis is not really like a glue guy. Was he an all star? I can't remember if he was an all star or not. He should have been at some point. He was good enough to be an all star. Let's say that. Okay. Um, but the Celtics as a whole, I think, are going to be very, very interesting this season, just because I don't know. I don't have a lot to say about him. Tatum and Brown are very good, but you got to add in a 7'3" injury prone um, Porzingis to the team. So I put them underneath Dame and Giannis because the top two have won a ring before. And so is number 4. So is LeBron and AD. But that goes without saying that I think they're a little down here just because of inconsistency, stuff like that. And it was a couple years ago. Dame and Giannis, number 2. I don't know what else to say about that. That's almost as good as Dame or Steph and Giannis. Dame is like, if Steph's here, Dame is like, as of right now, where it stands, Steph's here, Dame's right here. Dame scored 71 points that season. He just lit everybody up, right? Averaged, I think, 32 points a game. Giannis averaged 31. They're going to average probably 28 together, respectively. 28 points, 28 points. I don't think they both go over 30. I don't think maybe one of them goes over 30. It'd be really interesting to see the team dynamic right there. But my finals matchup is the top 2. My finals matchup is Jokic and Murray versus Dame and Giannis. That's what I want to see. And that's what I think is going to happen. Dame is a very, very explosive player. Amazing sniper. Just a sniper. Giannis is a present, just an absolute force inside. And it's going to be very interesting to see. I think they will steamroll the playoffs. I think both sides potentially could steam. The West is a little more interesting. We'll talk about that after. But Dame and Giannis are number 2. Dame being a shooter, a phenomenal shooter, and Giannis being an amazing all-around player that can't shoot. And then you get Dame, bro. No one's ever going to talk about him not shooting ever again if he's got Dame right there. You don't need to, because now it's like, well, why would you shoot it? Like, why would you shoot if Damian Lillard's on your team? Like that's the thing now. So I'm happy for Giannis about that. He's got a good teammate. It's gonna be sweet. Jokic and Murray. reigning world champions. Nothing really to say there. It's Nikola Jokic and Jamal Murray. Um, Individual player wise, this is where it gets interesting. Giannis and Jokic are so close for me in terms of like who's better, and I've gone back and forth, and but them being here, and Dame and Jamal Murray, that gap, that should mean that mathematically that Dame and Giannis should be the best. But Jokic and Murray just came off a championship, so you can't. I have to keep them there. You can't not put them there, right? Especially with all they did. Jokic shot what 47% from three, just destroyed, demolished everybody. When their hardest opponent was in reality the Minnesota Timberwolves in the first round, and that was their hardest opponent. That I think Anthony Edwards was the most explosive player that they played against, and the biggest superstar that they played against. And that's with I know the Suns took 2 games off of him, but that goes without saying. I think that was a hard matchup for him. It was in the first round, and then they beat everybody else. So swept the Lakers. I was surprised about that too. That was interesting. But yeah, Jokic and Murray definitely the best duo in the NBA. I don't think it's even close with what they do and how they operate. And talk about chemistry. These guys have played the longest with each other out of anybody, and they've kept the same system. The system is them, but Jokic is an extremely unselfish player. Murray just can go crazy at any point. We've seen Bubble Murray, and Bubble Murray wasn't just Bubble Murray. Bubble Murray is just Jamal Murray at his best, and that's what we saw last season as well. So I guess you could say we saw Bubble Murray. So yeah, Jokic and Murray are my best players so far, the best duo that I have in the NBA, and I don't want to see anybody else but Jokic and Murray against Dame and Giannis. Obviously, I would like to see Kawhi and PG against Dame and Giannis. That would be freaking sweet. I want to see the Clippers in the finals. And I think we could. I don't know. We've got a really solid team, but so does everybody in the West. I mean, look at the West. We've got Nuggets on this list. Nuggets, Lakers, Clippers. Then we've got like the Grizzlies might be down because of Ja, but other teams have made some jumps. OKC, Dallas, Minnesota, Houston got some good players. I'm missing some people. The Warriors are going to be really good. The Kings are still going to be good. Like there's going to be a lot of the West is stacked, like absolutely stacked. And I would say I grew up in the time where the West was stacked. We had the Warriors, you had the Rockets, you had the Clippers, you had the Spurs, you had the Thunder. Like that was stacked, and you had the Grizzlies who were stacked back then. You had the Thunder or the Mavericks who were really good with Dirk. Like it was a stacked, and then you had Dame out in Portland with those boys like doing good too. Like it was a stacked, and I think now might be more stacked than back then in like the mid 2010s ish, early 2010s. So very very exciting time in the NBA. Dame and Giannis are on the same team. Big splash. You got to be able to beat that team. I don't know how you can, but I don't know who out East can do that. East pretty top heavy, obviously because there's only two of these duos on the team. But outside of the East, I mean, you got Philadelphia, who's going through their own problems right now. You got Cleveland. You got like nobody really like pops out in my. Obviously, the Heat are going to be good again, but nobody like wow, like that's a like you get Dame and Giannis. You got to beat Dame and Giannis to go to the finals. Woof, like and Dame and Giannis or Tatum and Brown. You got to go through one of those two, and that's going to be insane. So I hope we can watch that as an Eastern Conference Finals as Dame and Giannis or Tatum and Brown. That'll be a heck of a matchup. So very, very excited for this year. Preseason starts, I think, the 8th, about week or 2 weeks from now. So, dude, we're going to be pumping some stuff out. I'm going to be live streaming a lot. Hopefully I can come up with a freaking schedule. It's kind of hard right now because I just got married, obviously. Give me a ring. But, yeah, dude. I like live streaming. It's fun. So hop on, pull up, be a good time. But yeah, that's my list. Jokic and Murray, Dame Giannis, Tatum and Brown, LeBron and AD, Kawhi and PG. Just want to get on and say a couple words. You know what? I'll try this out right now. Let's do this. Let me shift this a little bit. Fanboy alert. Uh-oh. Oh, wait, hold on. There we go. Okay. If you're on stream, this is the kind of content you can get to see. I don't know if anybody's on right now. I don't think I can check. Should we check? Let's check. Let's freaking check. Let's hop into my own live. Can I do that? Is that like illegal? Shout out one person watching, and that's probably me. So big bet. Okay. Anyway. Okay. I came up with these things. I was cleaning out um, as I was moving into my apartment. I found all these basketball cards, okay, from a while ago. And I wanted to do a couple of different ideas with these. And I want to try this out live because I want to see how it's going to work live. So I split them up into like point guard, shooting guard, small forward, power forward, center. And I want to do stuff like start bench cut, just randomly like pull three cards, do that. We'll do that right now, and then we'll do that, and then we'll do I shuffle card for a position, um, and shuffle position for a card, and then I pick the player, and then I got to come up with a hot take for him. So let's see how this goes. Let's see. Let's do shooting guards. Start bench cut. I'm gonna shuffle these boys. Some of these I like. I was like, oh yeah, we've got a bunch of random players in here. I'm gonna like take them out and then like only keep the good ones. You can't like shuffle these. Um, but I only had to take up like four players that were like G leaguers, that are like not in the league right now. And I was like, well, we like know who they are, but like, like if you've been watching the NBA for a while, you would know who they are. Um, but yeah, okay. So shooting guards, start bench cut. One, two, three, three. Boom. Let's go. Who do we got? Number one. Let's look at them at the same time. Ready? Number one. Who we got? Jalen Brown. Okay. Easy. Two. Joe Harris. Also easy. Three. Seth Curry. Okay. This. the, the like the gap is insane for this dude. This is insane. Okay. Obviously, we're starting Jalen Brown. That's not even a question, bro. Are you kidding me? Um, And it's like this is the battle of mid, bro. Like Seth Curry and Joe Harris. Um, hmm, interesting. How would I do this? Joe Harris is good. Seth Curry is good. I think I'm gonna go Seth Curry because I like what I've seen from him in the playoffs. Um, and Joe Harris is also good. He's a good player, good shooter. But I think I would rather have Seth Curry on my team than Joe Harris, just because I think I've watched Seth Curry more. Um, and they both do the same thing. But I think Seth Curry is a little bit more of a, if you give him the ball, not like I'm saying not like number one option, but like if you give him the ball, he's not gonna like be garbage. He's not just a catch and shoot. I think Joe Harris is strictly catch and shoot. Nothing wrong with that. There've been a lot of great catch and shoot players. Um, but Seth Curry is a little bit better handling, maybe a little more facilitating, playing the point, just by a little bit, just enough. I mean, there's still like 70 overalls in terms of 2K, probably, but yeah, I go Seth Curry right there. So that was good, easy. I thought it was gonna be a lot harder. That just shows you how like I don't have very many good cards. I just have some random cards. Okay, I'm gonna shuffle point guards. Go with a hot take with the point guards. Let's go Uno. Frank Ntilikina. Um, hot take. Let's see what the card says. The card says defense is the name of the game for Ntilikina, the next first round pick in 2017. Boasting a 6'6 frame and a massive wingspan, French forward general is able to frustrate both tall and quick guards at the perimeter. Long reach also allows the guard jump past lanes and produce easy layups. So there's been a lot of guys like him. 6'5, 6'6, long frame. Not like a standout player. Nothing like really worth like a hot take. Um, I'm just gonna say I wish we would see more of him potentially on teams. I don't even know what team he's on right now. Should we look that up? Let's look it up. I have no idea where he's at right now if he's on a team. I think he just played. He was on the French national team, I think. Um, Yeah, is Frank Ntilikina still in the NBA? Let's do this. Nope, that's not it. Bonk. Let's go over here. Okay, so he's on the Hornets right now. And it looks like he was on the Mavs at some point. Let's check out. Can we check his basketball reference? Yeah, okay, here we go. So he's 6'4", 200 pounds. The franchise, the French Prince, the Frankie Smokes. Frankie Smokes, baby. We got Frankie Smokes. Man, I'm just like distorted over here. Give me that. Decent player. Okay. Okay, maybe not. Maybe not decent player. Maybe not. Yeah. um. Yeah, I could see why. He's not even French. He's from Belgium. I lived in France, so I can say that. I visited Belgium once when I was there. Yeah, Knicks. So he was on. So he played on consecutive teams. I thought he was like dropped off for a little bit and he came back, but it looks like he. I mean, he was starting that game. So he never like was a full-fledged starter, but for his career, nothing crazy, you know. So I don't know. I like the idea of Frank Ntilikina, but I don't. I don't think he's going to come back. Um, like when come back, he hasn't. He wasn't ever here. Like he was never really a good player. I wish he was a good player. I like the frame. Because like you could look at a guy like Shea Gilgeous-Alexander, one of the best players in the NBA right now. He that boy can hoop. And they're pretty much the same frame. Let's look up Shea. Shea Gilgeous-Alexander. 6'6", 180. So he's even skinnier, taller and skinnier. Holy freak, he's 180? That's like I'm 6'5", 225. Like that's 40 pounds between me and him. And he's got a lot more muscle than I do. But yeah, that's another guy like long frame. And I didn't think he was gonna be this good. I'm gonna tell you right now. I thought he was gonna be kind of like I thought it was gonna be kind of like Mikal Bridges, where he's just like, oh, I'm gonna be like, but like at the guard position, even though they're probably around the same height. Like, I'm gonna guard and just be here, and I'll get open shots. I'll make them. Not like take a team and lead them and average 30 points, make All NBA first team. Like that was crazy. So, shout out Shea, but I wish Frank Ntilikina kind of would like be like if we could get this. I mean, not get this, but I don't know what I'm saying. I'm trying to make up a hot take for Frank Ntilikina, who averaged freaking 4 points a game for his career. So more than me, but anyways, I that'd be kind of fun. Let's maybe I'll take out some trashier guys and keep the some of the better cards in. But that's all we got for now. That was kind of lit. Um, as in lit, I meant stupid. That was kind of dumb. Is he even a point guard? Really? I think it said he was a point guard. But yeah, like bro, these are the cards we got. We got Frank Ntilikina, Alfred Payton, Lonzo, Jeff Teague, Markel Fultz, Chris Paul, Patty Mills. Like we got Luca. That's a good one. Darius Garland. That's a good one. Um, yeah, man. I don't know. Kind of interesting. Frank Ntilikina. That's my hot take. I wish he was better. That's not even a hot take. Like, let's. How do I formulate this better? Like, no, no, no. I don't want to do this. How do I formulate this better? Like, I. I don't know. Not even a hot take. I think he's just not going to be in the NBA after the season because he'll play with Lamelo. So watch him go. Like watch Lamelo get hurt, and we're gonna have some crazy Frank Ntilikina, Brandon Miller, Miles Bridges action. That'd be freaking hilarious. Anyways, shout out for joining the stream. Um, I've had a good time. Wait, what? Can we talk about his first name? Hold on. Hold on. Can we talk about it? What? Shavante Asian Gilgis Alexander. Huh? Bro, what? How has that not been what? That's crazy. I did not know that. Anyways, great end of the stream, baby. Woo! Shout out streams. Let me know in the comments y'all's predictions for this next season coming up. Dame, Giannis, what y'all think?